Oh, Kim, that snowman gets me every time. And from around the world, we take you back home. This was the scene on Monday in Pasadena, Newfoundland. Plenty of snow, and there is more snow on tap. Thanks so much for tuning into the Weather Network. Michelle Mackey joining you with your national forecast beginning in Atlantic Canada. Tuesday morning, we're looking at high pressure in place, but we do see a trough develop. That's the red line here through Tuesday afternoon, and that, along with sea effect snow, will be bringing widespread snow to Newfoundland. We will also see that snow through PEI and northern portions of Nova Scotia. In terms of the amount we're looking at, the majority of the snowfall will be relegated to the western shores of Newfoundland, so places like Stephenville will be looking at 20 to 30 centimeters of snow through your Wednesday night, lesser amounts as we travel into the Maritimes. Another big story out east, of course, is the cold temperatures, because we have a similar story in terms of those cold temperatures. Arctic air flooding from the north, and it is going to be dropping those temperatures for your New Year's Eve day and New Year's Eve as well. So high pressure in place on Tuesday morning, and we are looking at some lake effect snow through the western shores of Lake Huron, Georgian Bay, and then come Wednesday afternoon into Thursday night, we're looking at a trough develop through northern Ontario, so we'll be seeing some system snow as well. But in terms of how much we can expect by Wednesday night, the bulk of that snow will be through the basin of Georgian Bay, so we're looking at upwards of 20 centimeters of snow. I'll actually be heading up there Tuesday afternoon. We'll have our full team out on the ground bringing you all of the live coverage, everything you need to know, making it one of Canada's top tourist destinations. If you're heading there this week, it's going to be cold. Thanks for tuning into the Weather Network. Michelle Mackey joining you, but first we recap our high temperatures on Monday. We are seeing finally a return to those seasonal temperatures. Good news for some, bad news for others. Toronto, the downtown high for Monday was 1. Further to the south, we saw a drop in those temperatures, so Waterloo -1, and we also felt the wind chill. Now, that is a trend that is certainly going to continue as we head throughout the week. This is our temperature map. Where we see the purples, we're looking at temperatures at or below the -15-degree mark before the wind chill. So moving into your Tuesday afternoon, we begin to see that northwesterly wind push a lot of that air down by Tuesday evening. A slight wind shift that will affect some lake effect snow showers through the Great Lakes. We'll have more on that in the next segment. First, let's take a look ahead at what we can expect for the next 3 days through Ontario. Mississauga, we'll see some snow by Thursday, trace amounts. It's a similar story as we head to Hamilton. And in terms of the temperatures, you can see those temperatures really dropping. And on that, we always love to receive our viewer videos. Send them to upload.theweathernetwork.com. We are looking at snow as well through Atlantic Canada. This is the result of both system snow from a trough and also sea effect snow. The bulk of this snow falling along the western shores of Newfoundland, and that is all thanks to strong westerly winds. The reds, that's where we're seeing sustained winds between 20 and 40 kilometers per hour. Will this last? We'll let you know in your Long Ranger. Michelle Mackey joining you with your long range forecast, and we have the potential of seeing some stormy weather through Atlantic Canada come next week. Again, potential is the key word here. We are still a few days out, but let's take a look. Regardless, we have frigid, cold Arctic air. That is going to set the stage for the potential of the snowfall that we're going to be seeing. In terms of our specific temperatures, lots of purples. That's an indication that we're looking at temperatures at or below the -15 mark before the wind chill. So you can see that this really floods the nation by the end of the week. So for Friday, what we're looking at specifically through eastern Canada, it is unsettled. This is largely due to lake effect, but we begin to track this low. This is the one that we're watching. It's building up. It's picking up moisture from the Gulf. And as we track into Saturday, it begins to track northeast, and you can see it begins to just touch up upon the Maritime provinces. So that's where we're looking at the potential of that snowfall. So high pressure midweek, that's what we're seeing, but I'll get out of the way because this is the low that begins to track up. Again, several models are in disagreement of this system, but this is kind of a pseudo model. We've combined several of the prominent models to make this forecast, but stay with us throughout the week because this very well could change. Now, as we head to the west coast, this is a little more stable. We're looking at high pressure. It's very cold through the west. This is your Tuesday, and as we track into the week, it begins to just stick around. That's our big story. Now, coming up, no problem when it comes to those cold temperatures. Getting outside, a little bit of a struggle. Thanks for tuning into the Weather Network. Michelle Mackey joining you with your national forecast. The big story across our nation, cold temperatures, and you can see that exemplified through our prairie provinces. These were the unofficial high temperatures on Monday. Regina, minus 21, similar as we head to Winnipeg, and that is before the wind chills. Now, this is a temperature trend that is likely to continue as we head throughout the week. The purples, that's an indication of temperatures at or below the minus 15 mark before the wind chill. So you can see this Arctic high pressure pushing down, absolutely flooding the nation all the way to the east coast, well below seasonal. In fact, on Tuesday, every single major city across the country from coast to coast is forecasted to be below seasonal. Pretty interesting, isn't it? In terms of our wind chills, that's going to be a big factor. Tuesday morning in Winnipeg, minus 40. Now, these temperatures do meet the criteria for Environment Canada issuing extreme cold warnings through southern Saskatchewan, southern Manitoba, and also through northern Manitoba. So that is northern Ontario, pardon me. So that is fairly widespread. And into Atlantic Canada, we're also looking at snowfall. This is a combination of snow from a trough and also sea effect snow. We have strong westerly wind, so we're looking at quite a bit of accumulation through the western shores of Newfoundland. So places like Stephenville, we're looking at 20 to 30 centimeters of snowfall through your Wednesday night. It's a similar story as we head to Ontario. We'll have more on that coming up. But first, do you want to build a snowman? Hey, it's Olaf. Someone did a very good job of creating Olaf. This was the scene on Sunday in Wisconsin. Lots of snow, perfect for building snowmen. And myself, I love to do it. Thanks for tuning into the Weather Network. Michelle Mackey joining you, and I hope I didn't scare you away with my singing voice. Let's get into your national forecast. Beginning in Ontario, a snow squall watch has been issued for western shores of Lake Superior. So places like Sault Ste. Marie, we are looking at snow squalls through the overnight into your Tuesday. I'll be heading up towards Barrie because we'll also be seeing some snow squalls in that area as we head into tomorrow. We have those westerly winds pushing off the shores of Lake Huron and Georgian Bay as well. So we are looking at extensive snowfall for the highlighted areas. Now, this was the scene in North Bay, Ontario on Sunday. Thanks so much for sending us the video, Jim. It looks like fun. Where was my invitation? Thanks for sending in the video. And hey, we always love to receive our viewers' photos and videos. You can do that too at upload.theweathernetwork.com. All right, so through Saturday, we do have frigid air in place through most of the country. The pattern really persists throughout the week, and that is setting the stage for the possibility of a storm in Atlantic Canada next weekend. I'll break down more of those details in our long ranger at 23 past the hour, but let's stick now with those wind chill hazards that we do have in place for portions of the prairies. Environment Canada has issued some extreme cold warnings. Generally through the prairies, through the overnight, Monday into Tuesday, we're looking at wind chills at or below the minus 40 mark. So your risk of frostbite when we have those cold temperatures is very high. Exposed skin really runs that risk after 5 to 10 minutes. So if you're heading outside, do take care to bundle up. The less exposed skin, the better. Now, as I was saying, Environment Canada has issued the extreme cold warning for the southern prairies. That extends into northern Ontario as well. The criteria for the prairies is minus 14 with temperatures and or wind chill, and that is going to persist through the overnight hours. Again, really take caution if you're heading outside. And believe it or not, this high pressure that's bringing these cold temperatures extends all the way to the BC area. So we're actually looking at an extreme cold warning for an area along the BC-Alberta border, specifically the Yoho National Park area. And we also have an Arctic outflow warning. Now, this is issued when we have cold air that's flowing out from the interior of British Columbia, and it's bringing coastal communities close to that minus 20 range. So we are going to be very chilly through the overnight hours. We will see some moderation, though, as we head into tomorrow. Now, Tuesday morning across the country in terms of our wind chill. Regina, look at these numbers, minus 37. The Blues, that's where we're looking at the wind chill, the feels like number. Winnipeg, minus 40. And we're also seeing those temperatures drop in Toronto. So it's going to be feeling like minus 10. I know we really can't complain in comparison to what we're seeing in the prairies, but nonetheless, it's a drastic shift in those temperatures that we saw earlier this week, or pardon me, for the weekend. Tuesday afternoon, we're not seeing much of a rebound. So Winnipeg, a high of minus 22. We're still feeling that wind chill. All right, stay with us. We have your local forecast on the 10s. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to you and yours from all of us here at the Weather Network.